Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the terrific header! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Cantona! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now it's Cantona. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Seedorf, played out to the left flank. That is lovely. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Quality ball. Can he spark a counter here? Pull it. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital. Cannavaro. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Nice sequence of passes, this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Seedorf will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Figo. Great run on the overlap here. No, he can't get past him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's made its way to, and he's had a hit! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's forced to go back. Rummenigge might just make this. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Ferdinand clears it away. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Seedorf. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Burnley do have a chance to counter here. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. He came in hard, very hard. And here's Figo. Seedorf. Roberto. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, there were their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field,
a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Lovely feet. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Hullet. Figo. Crosses it in here. Cannavaro attempts a clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Couldn't squeeze it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Driving on and making good progress.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He is just caressing the ball. Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Hullet. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. He has found the decent chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 11.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Vieira. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! And he can clear it away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And he gets rid in a hurry. That's an excellent interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
The changes then in quick succession.
Figo. Number 19, Mateus. Coming on the field, number 22, Lilian Thuram. Number 20, Rijkaard.
It's a good run down the right.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele. It's Pele! He's got a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Cantona. Coming on the field is
There's going to be another change
number
here.
14,
Cruyff getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Burnley grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played into them. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Vieira looking for options for movement. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Pullet in acres of space out wide. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Bale looking to penetrate opposition lines. Can he latch on to this? Leicester gets across to intercept. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise
Just a quick
there.
request today for everybody to please kindly
Your reflections
remove
then,
any
Jim?
cars parked
Yeah,
on
this
the
looked
road
the most
outside the
likely
stadium.
outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Lahm is fouled. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Haaland. He was under real pressure there. Quick look, climbs up big! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. And Seedorf! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. Floated through. And that's put paid to a promising move.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Tries to play it through. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's Seedorf. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Hullet. Makalele. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He gets big! Gets good distance on it. Seedorf. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Platini. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's an imaginative pass. Gone behind for a goal kick. And it's Hullet. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. That is a brilliant interception. That has been knocked clear. Lam. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Burnley have their third corner. Defending of the desperate Perra. Shoots! And now they can spring out of defence. Figo, a probing pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's a decent clearance.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Look at this. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again. Vieira. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Pelé. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. He's in a great position here. And a chance! Leicester gets rid without sophistication.
substitutions taking place.
He is just caressing the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Michel Platini. And this is Ibrahimovic. And Seydorf! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's caused a worry or two. Figo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vieira spots it and intercepts. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Platini. Platini, it's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Mitoma. Number 50.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's decided to go for it. Pelé. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Figo. Number 6, Nesta.
Pull it.
Coming on the field.
Here's Makaleli.
Number 22.
Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's onside. The ball's gone astray. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Hullet. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Yukon.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Lizarazu. He's got away. Lizarazu going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's the throw. The ball goes in. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Turan.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Could move up a gear here. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution in progress.
Desperate defending required here. And the keeper beats it away. Flash Ibrahimovic!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Crunching tackle. Now then, the ball's come loose. 4 added minutes on the board. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Request today for everybody to please kindly.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all...